today I wanted to talk to you about the very fast approaching 1.19 wild update, because there's a lot of controversy out there about it, and I thought why not throw in my 2 cents. First, let's talk Fireflies, or lack of. Now, I fully understand and support why they removed these guys, but that's because I see the bigger picture that sadly Mojang failed to share with its audience. You see, they say it's not coming simply because the frog shouldn't eat them, because in real life frogs get sick when they do that, but I think it's more in-game technical than that. You see, the reason we wanted Fireflies was for a new light source. The plan to get that light source is for the frogs to eat them and poop out the new light. But that isn't very easy to manage and control in-game, especially when both mobs spawn in the same biome at all this times. So it makes more sense for a second mob that the player personally has to introduce to the frog, or in the case of slimes, for a mob that only spawns during a certain time that you have control over as well, to be what produces the lights, or slime balls in the case of the slime. But why didn't Mojang just say this? Well, the company saw its chance to take revenge for the parrot chocolate thing and took it. Mojang can be savage and has a sometimes too friendly relationship with its players. Usually we enjoy this, but with this one, this was the time when I think all of us wanted a more serious answer that the company failed to give it. But hopefully they'll give it to us soon, seeing as we all have been asking them for it. All this isn't to say I don't want Fireflies added, I just don't think they need to be a mob. Instead, I think they should be like the flower blossom, in that the fireflies should be tied to a block and be a particle that's emitted around said block. This way, players have control of where and how many are spawning, and it would add to that ambience thing Mojang has been trying to work on for the game. Next, we should move on to the birch woods and another failed Mojang communication. 100% Mojang should have made it clear that they were unsure the birch forest would be updated in 1.19 and that this concept art was actually part of something bigger for the future. Doing that would have eliminated all the negativity felt by players, but seeing as this is the first time they've done this, the Cave and Cliff Part 2 does not count, as they had wanted to do that in 1 update, but circumstances meant they had no choice but to do it in 2. Hopefully they have learned their lesson, and next time we'll make it clear what is actually coming in an update and what's just an idea or hope for the future. As for the update as a whole, to be honest, I'm not as excited for it as I have been for others. The Deep Dark is really cool, and I can't wait for my survival series to just be me trying to get a pet warden. Also, Mangrove and Mud will be great additions to the builders, and those light sources are just what we have been waiting for. But the lack of excitement simply comes to this not being as big as a lot of the other updates we have gotten. That being said, we have had a ton of huge free updates, and I understand the developers wanting to do a simple one this round so they can start working their way back up to another big one. It's kind of like Marvel and this new season that has started. They ended with the gigantic Infinity Wars and Endgame movies, and now they have tried to calm it down and going back to origin stories and stuff, all working towards the next big Thanos movie. At the end of the day, Mojang is very open to its community about its plans for its games, which means we find out about things planned to be added before the company is 100% sure it should actually happen. And that can lead to a bunch of disappointments, but I think overall, it's just super cool and epic, and it means we have a say in how the game is developed. Our videos, tweets, and forum comments actually affect what happens to the games and how it's developed and what gets added and what doesn't. Not many dedicated fans to other games can say that, so I'll be greatly enjoying 1.19 when it comes out. I will be crossing my fingers for the Fireflies, but will be understanding if we don't get them, and I will be looking forward to future updates, especially what's coming for the birch forest. But that's all I really have to say on the topic. As always, let me know your own thoughts in the comments. But this is all the time we have for today. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!